Outputs YouTube channel. Okay, if you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I read all cards intuitively, only what Holy Spirit, Holy Angels allows for me to see for your highest good is what I relay back to you. I read past, present, future energy, you guys, and a lot of the time, I'm literally able to kind of live in a future moment right now, just to give you like a heads up of my oracle style, my style, and my essence as an oracle. That's how I do it. Okay. We're gonna get in it. Yeah, we're gonna get into it, right? Again, this download that I got here was something that really took me by surprise, right? Fresh off the press, okay, of heaven's, courts, all right? So, you know, what the download was freedom from, energetic sexual tyrants and deviants, and the channel message that I got, and I just wrote down a little bit, right? um, it was, there is starting now freedom from sexual energetic tyrants, divine freedom from all forms of sexual deviancy, whether that was emotionally done to you, whether that was, something that was physically done to you, whether that was something that had entered your ear gate that, kind of caused you to go under, right? Which we'll talk more about that, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, we'll talk more about that here in a minute. You know, all forms of deviant sexual magic, right, are being rendered absolutely ineffective, and you, congratulations, have developed an immunity as a result, immunity from sexual deviant magic. Right? Now, what is sexual deviancy? What constitutes, the sexual energetic experience to be deviant? Mm-hmm. Ah, well, I'm glad you asked, because that was the first thing that I asked the Most High myself when a download dropped on me just now. Okay. And so, um, that is all that has no tangible reciprocation, but victim's energy is used for the sole purpose of caster's benefit only to the emotional or auric and physical detriment of the participant. Okay, so yeah, there's that on that. All right, so let's dive in. Let's see what messages Holy Spirit, Holy Angels have for us in regards to this little download here. Okay, I'm going to be using the I Ching as well as my own personal. It's about 400 to 500 index cards here. Okay, it's a nice little sticky situation. Okay, we're going to just get some clarity on this download, this message. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what message do you have in regards to the channel message? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, we welcome you into the sacred space. We thank you for wisdom, knowledge, crystal clarity, and divine understanding. Thank you that no weapon formed against myself or the collective will prosper, and that we are protected from all evil. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, okay, okay. It's a lot, it's a lot, it's a lot. It's a nice, easy flow. Yeah, it's a nice, easy flow of information here. All right, so I'm going to move this aside. Okay. Yeah, no. So there's that on that. Oh, and that looked like that one come out, so I'm just going to keep them right there. The bottom of the deck and the top of the deck, for real. All right, let's read. So, in regards to this sexual, deviancy, it's because it was out of balance. There was a requirement, maybe you were dealing with someone who you thought, or you may have thought was, a soulmate, twin ray, twin flame energy. And this was, one of the issues that had to be, there was a need for deliverance, right? You needed deliverance, and that said, person needed deliverance as well. They needed deliverance, from the idea of control of an earth angel using sex, right? And then this was the best game of, throwing rocks and hiding hands. Okay, some of you, y'all, you might have got caught up, in a limerence spell as a result of someone pulling on your sexual energy or weaving spell work or word combinations that would cause you to fall for them and thus give them freely your life force energy, your sacral energy, your sexual energy in return for nothing. And what did they gain? Oh, they gained a tremendous amount from your sexual energy. Mhm. And instead of properly, dealing with you, instead of properly honoring you, they chose to keep you locked in a one-sided, lopsided situationship, right? And what happened? Okay. What happened was that may have stressed your entire system out, right, to the max. Okay. How did it stress your system out? This brought on, mental anguish. This brought on, mental torment. This brought on, you know, um, even physical dis-ease as a result, because when you don't, and for some of you who like may have engaged in like what's that called, like sexting, or those what's that, like internet relationship type dips, you know what I'm saying? And this looks like when you engaged in that, like you were kicking off massive amounts of energetic um, delicacy to a partner who had no intention on granting you not even so much as a little bit of freedom in return. Yeah, this is a person that took from you in your essence to the measure of it started to leave holes in your auric field, right? And left you wide open for attack in different areas of your body as a result. This is just what I'm seeing here, like they definitely, it was like, they used their wand, right, or their yoni to bind you up, to um beat you, right? This is like if you were like a golden goose, right? Or you were definitely a genie in a bottle, and they knew how to rub you in all the right ways, gain and glean from you access to everything that they needed, and as a thank you, right, there was no balance, right? There was nothing. You were met with pride, conceit, and arrogance as a response. Okay. And this was a person who exercised absolutely no humility. They knew exactly what they were doing, but because they were dealing in sexual magic with you, they knew they could never get caught, and there was no way that you could prove exactly what it was that they did. And even if you could technically prove something so vaporous as, spell work in that way, I see you being a person with so much, what's that, pride, not even pride, but so much, you're such a private person, you feel me, that for real, this wasn't something that you was just going to even, tell somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how did you get trapped up or caught up in such a predicament? You feel me? Yeah, this was a person that, you know what I'm saying, didn't anticipate you being resilient, right? And yeah, this person may want to come back into you talking about they reformed and they're working hard to change their ways and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Um, That's because they can perceive that, you've already done a tremendous amount of work, clawing yourself out of, the hellish state that this experience opened you up to, right? And there are rewards that are now starting to waft in the atmosphere. You see what I'm saying? Because heaven is, granting you clemency from the torture and the torment. And that clemency and the judgment is recompense of punitive damages, right? And those punitive damages, it's like, okay, for the amount of, bodily stress that this particular person or persons caused on the system, on your system, and for the, you know you the total is almost like it almost ripped you from your foundations, ripped you from your very foundations, okay? And so, for that, the Most High is giving you utter and complete dominion over, all four realms of consciousness in your psyche, right? You are immune to certain psyche interactions. Okay, that's the truth. That's what I see here. And this is what's causing you to be able to stand tall, like, and stand against a lot of, different suitors advancing towards you. 44 may be significant here. Mm, yeah. Yeah, like, this is definitely, attraction, but these different ones attracted to you, hoping for that opportunity to throw their best sexual magic at you. You know what I'm saying? What 50 say? I got the magic stick. I know if I get it once, I get it twice. Yeah, but I see you're like, that's okay. And that's because, past experiences, have really, created an experiential knowledge or knowing and wisdom, especially when it comes to coupling in that way, right? So, it's like you might have a lot of different people interested in you at this time, but these is it temptation? Because it's not so tempting, I see, right? It's not so tempting, and that's the reward that heaven is granting you, is the ability to not uh to not be so pulled in, or to feel the pull, or to allow different energies to come and connect with your sacral energy, and just like endlessly fuel up at your expense. Okay, so yeah, that's great. Mm-hmm. And I definitely see that even as you sleep, the Most High taking you higher and giving you a higher perspective, and discussing this with you, and even those of you that may be dealing with the residue of limerence, just purifying and clearing out, your sacral energy. Mm. Yeah, and establishing strong roots. This is definitely quantum growth as a result. Definitely supernatural growth, I see. And those limits, it's even like this. It's like as you take that introspection, as you take a look at that, hindsight's always 2020. They say, you do see where those limits were necessary to channel your energy, and give you purpose and direction in your life, right? You see where those limitations that hypnotic spellcaster sent your way. You see where it's caused tremendous growth, and those limitations are no longer limitations to you. Okay, so let's see what other messages. I'm okay. This is getting my attention. Cause somebody's trying to come on back around the mountain now. I I would like to say that this is my jackass card. Ah, the Wanderer, the Wanderer is definitely that's how I identify this card, right? This is a person. How you gonna know who this person is that's trying to come on back around the mountain, right? This is an offensive and/or careless person who operates in careless behavior. Who really overplayed their position, right, and made great mistakes. And it caused you to have to keep your willpower great and your expectations small with them. Hey, they're coming on back around the mountain because look, first off, here's what we see. We see that it took a lot of hard work. It took the ancestors. It took your ancestors, known and unknown now, to pull you back from that place of, abandoned hypnosis. Okay, and I'm definitely talking to somebody who probably, like maybe you might have what they call it, like got catfished on the internet type thing. You know what I'm saying? I done been there. Okay, look, but I see you work hard as hell to get yourself out of that space, right? And the work is the evidence of the work that you've actually done is in the atmosphere. Okay? Like when someone makes a fire, you're going to smell smoke. Okay? And that's, with the deviant spellcaster or the deviant sexual magician just didn't anticipate is that there was going to be evidence of what they did, left behind, and that's how they got caught up. Okay, that's exactly how they got caught up. Um, yeah. Mm. Woo! Yeah, and this growth is definitely is supernatural. All of heaven worked All of heaven worked extremely hard to usher you back into a safe place, in your mind, in your heart, in your spirit, in your soul, mind, will, emotions, and intellect. Right, all of heaven, and that this was by design, by heaven's design, right, and that was also to free others who may be caught up in a similar situation. You know what I'm saying? So, I see you. You definitely overcame this by the skin of your chin, but this person is definitely trying to come back around. Oh, because they can smell that something's a brewing, and something is, the food is done, or your energetics is restored, and it's even more delicious than previous, than what they remembered that they had when they were, drinking from you so mercilessly, right? And they want to definitely come charging back in here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but the only problem with that, because oh my God, there was nothing better than a divine one sexual energy, right? There was nobody that could connect with them from a distance like you. There was nobody that was able to be present and so far away at the same time. There was nobody that they could present their problems to, and just like that, their problems, there would be solutions. There would be, a ram in the bush. There would be water in the desert for them. There was no one who was able to do it quite like you, right? And they definitely got drunk off of your energy, and I'm talking about drunk. Okay, they got and flagrant. They were flagrant, because like when somebody drinks and they get drunk, you know what I'm saying? What's the first thing that you notice? They speech gets slurred, they get real comfortable, and they get real ratchet. This particular individual in your life, when I say they got real rude, real disrespectful, drinking your nectar. Ooh wee. Mm, yeah. Okay. And they knew just the right words to say when they needed it too. They knew just what to do when they needed it too. When they needed that healing, when they had that ever so stressful day because they was too busy being, dishonorable in whatever area of their life, and their guilty conscience was eating them up, right? They would come right to you, paint themselves like whatever you needed to see, right? And needed to believe that they were, in order to give them what they wanted, what they needed. And, at the same time, they definitely thoroughly destroyed the relationship. And I mean, thoroughly destroyed the relationship. Okay, woo, it's getting juicy. Okay. What's this? Oh, yeah. So that caused, you know what I'm saying? A disbursement and a scattering, right? It caused you, it was like they were benefiting and drinking you in and experiencing tremendous breakthroughs, upticks and surges in their life, financial breakthroughs in their life. You know what I'm saying? Drawing other suitors to their life, right? As a result of the conscientiousness you gave them access to with your sacral energy, right? And what did you receive in return? You received, like, you were scattered. Your mind was scattered. Your energy was fragmented. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High had to come in and dissolve these here obstacles. Had to cause this here Joker to scatter, right? And this card, dispersion, right, is the erosion of that which has been solid. Well, it definitely eroded things that weren't solid in you, right? You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing. It just means that it just means that something new is in process of being created. And boy, did you were the one in process of being created, reinvented, recreated, right? You didn't come away from this relationship, the same as when you went in it. And they definitely didn't expect you to walk away from this relationship. You know what I'm saying? They didn't expect for, you know, when y'all parted ways, they didn't expect to observe you in a much, much better position than where they left you. Because, the intent was to keep you bound and to keep you stuck and to keep you subservient to them, to keep your energy only solely working for them. But the only problem with that is that you are an earth angel. You're an earth angel. You're a divine masculine, a divine feminine vessel, right? And what? What does that mean? It means your energy is for what? It's for higher purpose. It's for your family. It's for your community. It's for your region. It's for the nation. It's for the nations. It was a perverse thought to even think that they could limit you like that, when your purpose was so far above such a small-minded maniacal plan. But they hoping anyway. They hoping to reap the benefits of all the bounty and harvest that they didn't work for, and they went out their way to try to destroy. But they want to come back around as if by magic. Now hear me, right? They want to come back around hoping that they could pretend like they was working with you in partnership all along. Now listen. Mm. This is somebody that has had to experience, again, some consequences of a definite supernatural nature, as a result of, victimizing you in this way. I just want this to be abundantly clear and definitely know this was a person who, got met with supernatural consequences, and 9 times out of 10, right, came back to you or went and called themselves slandering your name throughout the town, talking about you a witch, because they had to pay for some consequences to some spiritual, unseen, magical actions, right? And because they can't be, or they couldn't be accountable, because they couldn't be responsible, or because they're not conscious of themselves or self-aware, it's looking like things is coming out of left field, smacking them upside the face, and you know what I'm saying, beating their face into the concrete, and they've got to blame you because they knew that it had to do with you, why they were experiencing them consequences. But they didn't feel, they never had to receive consequences for their deviancy in the past. So what the hell was different with you? That's really what it was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And your brightness was being hidden, right? Um, and yeah, yeah, yeah. What wasn't seen was the hidden influences, right? Because these things were done under the darkness and under the covers of energetic inertia, right? These were things that were done as far as the deliberate alteration of your conscientiousness, of your consciousness, right? And the planting of, their intentions in you, their desires of you, were definitely selfish. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? This caused the wounding of the bright. Someone whose brightness of spirit has been diminished. And then you had to exercise reserve and caution and consideration for yourself as a result. You feel me? Like, oh, yeah, like I definitely see, like this person definitely intended to vanquish your light. Okay? Definitely intended to, because they figured if they put your light out, it would cause their light and their energy to get brighter. Really, really, because this is almost giving me like eclipse energy, you like they really expected to, clip your destiny right out from under you, right? By taking, your energy and leaving you in a place of shame or in a place of, ache and longing. This was a very one-sided relationship. And that's the jackass that's wanting to come back around. The one who, put you in like a dark place. The one who left you aching in sexual desire, in sexual energy. The one who left you emotionally in a place where all you wanted was to hear them say they loved you, or all you wanted, that type of energy. You feel me? The Most High delivered you from that. You feel me? And they want to come charging forward because they smell what heaven's cooking over your life. They definitely know that the project, whatever it is that you've been working on while they thought that you was going to be all down and out and all sad and shit, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you've been working on, it's a project that is done. It's complete. You are content. You are happy. So when they looking at you, they're definitely seeing you, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoa, how the hell is this possible? How did they come back? Oh, you know what I'm saying? But I got the magic stick. I know if I can hit once, I can hit twice. Oh, they definitely thinking they coming back around the mountain, beloved. Like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yup, because they want, the harvest that you worked for, right? They feel like, oh, if I just come on back humbly, right, that they can stand beside you and reap the glory and the benefits of whatever project that is it's here, it's done, it's here. Woo, it's here. Ooh, my ears is okay, whatever that is. Now that could be your investments. That could be, a valuable opportunity and partnership that that was a lover that was hoping to leave you so damaged that you wouldn't be able to see no new and divine partnerships. You would be too traumatized to dare step into a good relatingship. You see what I'm saying? Oh no. Yeah, they definitely made this is a person, you know what I'm saying, that let you do all the work in establishing whatever business or doing making whatever solid within the earth for you to reap a bit. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, you see what I'm saying, and you breathed life into your business from the ground up, you see what I'm saying, and maybe a year or two's passed, and this is a person, you know what I'm saying, that sees you now sitting in a very respectable position as a result, and they want to come and run over beside you like, whoo, all that work there, and that tyrant energy, that very predatorial energy, you know what I'm saying. At first it'll be, on that mock humility. Oh, all the work you've done. Woo, all the work we've done. Oh, woo, That was hard work. What work? What work? And I want you to keep that in mind. What work did they do, right, to even deserve to reap any of the benefits of your said investment? What work, beloved? Okay, because they definitely want to come sliding on in and be beside you as you reaping. You feel me? No, 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 no. Yeah, like, oh, we was together. No, I see this new partnership. Oh, and you're gonna know this new part because this new partnership is gonna get very real, very fast, right? Very tangible, very, very tangible. Somebody that I wouldn't care if they were in Alaska. I wouldn't care if they were in Antarctica. They're gonna reach out and get to you, right? Or bring you to them. Heaven's giving you the gas. And that's because together you're stronger. You're stronger together than you are apart. It's given very yin and yang. It's given very, very much so twin flame. It's given very, very much so twin ray. This person is like a twin ray, twin flame, soulmate. You didn't travel through many lifetimes in and out of time together. You know what I'm saying? Type of vibe. All wrapped up in one person in the flesh. Okay, that's what's really coming on down the pipeline. And if this is a business partner, this is the business partner that, you know what I'm saying, you've always desired, you've always, dreamed you would have. Okay, and so yeah, there's that on that. Oh, I see that that wanderer and or that jackass may get his feelings hurt. Megan is finished her because I didn't even expect that. Like this is a person that can't even play possum for too long, type of situation. Any other messages in regards to these tyrants? Sexual tyrants, sexual energetic. Got to be specific. Sexual energetic tyrants. Yeah, they wanted to suck you of your generational inheritance. Like some of you overflow, and that's because of a certain generational gifting, a generational inheritance. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I definitely like. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Generational blessings. I've seen it twice. Any other messages, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels? Yeah, they saw your love. Your sex was a delight and a delicacy. And they mishandled it like a mug. You hear me? Ooh, 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 ooh. But this new situation that I see coming on down the pipeline, right? This is someone that carries energy from what's that, Regulus Leonis. Now that's interesting because I haven't heard about that star constellation in a minute, and I would suggest looking into the Leo Royal star constellation, because when I say it's about to be a divine opening of like the energy of Leo is very much so present within your energetic signature. It's like the royal seal over you, and especially over your sex, and over in your root, right? Heavy on the Kundalini energy, Kundalini wisdom. You know what I'm saying? How to keep and maintain your apparatus while you're ascending and descending in that way. What? Ooh, I like my little YouTube sacred space. Ooh, I really do. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, they were hoping to bait and switch you and run away with your spiritual power while you were left destitute and with nothing. Only thing is, like I said, a lot of your no, what it is that your ancestors and your ancient inheritance stems from royal, like real true planetary royal origins, and it will never be touched in that way and mismanaged and mishandled. That magic will never ever harm you and ruin you ever again. right? Because the Most High is putting a divine seal of spiritual power and protection over you to preserve you, right? From any said harm, ruin, loss, or destruction, especially in an intangible way like that, in a magical way like that, in an unseen way, such as what happened between you and this little sexual deviant, right? But like I said, I do see where they paid a little cost. They did. You can always tell with when in a relationship like that who was truly like in the wrong on a spiritual level, right? Or needed to learn a lesson of consequence and karma. Um, in the one who was not on the better sides of truth, because when you look at the two lovers, 1, 2, 3 years down the line, you see where one lover is doing profusely well, right? Aging backwards, and you see the other one, look like all hell, and then hit them in their life. You know what I'm saying? And hell, they may even look shot out. I'm just saying. But you see, one needs healing, and the other one looks like healing itself. Okay, some of you may even be getting married. Woo! Who's getting married? Oh, and people's watching you. They's watching your life, because yeah, that person definitely left you in a bad way, right? And so they know that where you at had nothing to do with them, but they definitely want to reap the benefits as if they was working beside you all along. Going to be huffing and puffing, acting like they was they was working in a new day sun, day in day out, putting in hours. Okay, just remember that what investment did they ever really make in you in return for your delicious energetic experience that you gave them so freely. Mm. Yeah, they really thought that they was going vampire you up, as far as siphoning you of your sexual energy. Only thing is, there was a genetic inheritance. There's planetary inheritance that's connected, to the energetic combination, or the energetic auric essence that you possess. It's very much so royal, and it has nothing to do with earthly royal anything. This is what the earth honors, because it's you come from an ancient order of otherworldly star systems, and the earth honors genetics. That's where the real royals can be found, in genetics. I feel like I said too much, so I'm gonna just you know and that's definitely for the royals. You know what I'm saying? And that's why certain what's that, um with the most high call them, because I want to use the word, because deliverance, sometimes with them different demons, you got to be real specific if you want to see some deliverance. You can't just call them by an accidental wrong name, right? Because they'll be able to stay hidden. If you dealing in any form of deliverance, whether that's in the church or anywhere, when you're dealing with darkness, it will remain dark, right? They will remain hidden under cover until you rip off the covers. And how do you rip off the covers? You got to call them by name. That's like, you got 6 or 7 people around you, and say that a teacher's doing roll call. They're calling Steven, they're calling Amanda, they're calling Vanessa, they're calling John. Well, you ain't called George, so why has George got to answer? Does that make sense? Okay, so that's what happens there. Yeah, yeah. Cause see, they was trying to disturb your peace, but you got the name. You got the name of their precious little demon that likes to work in sexual magic, right? That unseen place. That's the ultimate place to throw rocks and hide your hand. Sat up all night with they wand or with they yoni, you know what I'm saying, masturbating and thinking of you, right? And then you energetically responding to them, and they make it look like, oh, they just call me back to back for no reason. I don't know why. They just love me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's being exposed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's going to be time for you to bust the move, right? You're not going to waste no time executing that judgment, okay? Yeah, this was a person who didn't want to grow up. They wanted to be a Toys R Us kid. And so now that they're winning those Toys R Us prizes for trying to be controlling an Earth Angel and trying to be controlling divinity, how dare they? Who does that? That was an ambitious attempt. You know what I'm saying? Trying to disturb your peace, and now they're going to be disturbed. Why is that? Because, ah, this little deviant sexual magic maker, okay, and this, this person that really tried to damage your auric field, brought your physical body. Some of you may have lost a lot of weight or gained a lot of weight, depending on how your system is set up. Emotionally, this definitely caused a little tiffle to your auric field. You feel me? These are things that, I keep throwing these words out there because these are the areas where you need free, because these are the unseen elements of your beingness, your existence. Okay? Your toroidal field and or aura was damaged as a result of dealing with a sexual energetic tyrant. Okay? A deviant sexual magician. And yeah, there's that. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to disturb you in that way because they wanted to feel important. Oh, if I could just mess up a Earth Angel, I know that I know that I must be somebody. I know that I must be real big shit. I just had to say that. Ah, yeah, like definitely tried to undo, his excellency, the excellency of royal genetic inheritance that you are possessor of, with lesser frequencies, no less. Like, who does that? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, 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 no. These are the most excellent genetic frequencies and combinations that are grid locked, right, and even protected by the higher and the lower orders of unseen life, angelic teams, otherworldly friends. You feel me? Some of you, your otherworldly allies have a vested interest in you. Mm. Because of your genetic inheritance. As a matter of fact, like okay, whenever you hear me say in the days to come, you might want to write that. Anything that I say after in the days to come, you might want to write down. Okay, it's important. It's important. It's important. And if you find yourself on this live, you may be essential, my darling. Okay, because this ain't for nobody who believes anything. This is for a knower. Okay, this is for somebody who knows. Okay, so yeah, in the days to come, I see otherworldly beings becoming more common and more commonly accepted in society. To the degree that their presence on the planet Earth, right, in the way that they are going to be showing up more in the more, right, their presence is really what's going to expose who the true royals are and what constitutes as true wealth. Whereas it's been very 3D up to this point, where people think that, oh, if you have money, outside things, material things, oh, if you have bodyguards, or if you do this outside stuff, that means that you are royal, or that you are upper echelon, or that you of high quality and caliber and have substance. No. In the days to come, those otherworldly beings are going to expose that the genetics is what constitutes royals. Henrietta Lacks. Ooh. And the only problem with the genetics being the actual place of said real wealth, right? Is because they can't take it. Oh, they've tried to drink it. They've tried to exercise it out of you. They've tried to, inflict pain to be able to gain it. They've tried to put you over a fucking fire and roast you like a chestnut. You understand? And I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking to your blood. That's the lengths that whoever they are, went to just to try to capture it from you. What is it? The essence, the the substance that makes you great, the untangible, the unseen thing that makes you great. Woo! All right, beloved. And so, heaven said, this is about to be a time of, coronation, a time of celebration, a time where, not only are you free from limerence, okay, are you free from, the pain that was associated mentally, psychologically, spiritually, emotionally, from these sexual energetic deviants, right? But you will be having express dominion. Anybody that thinks they're coming within 4 feet of your radius to try to, push off some energetic sexual magic on you, unfortunately, that means it calls for immediate deliverance for them. Okay? Some may lose their wands, and some may lose, the pleasure points of their yonis. Mm-hmm. But everybody pays a price for dealing in certain things, especially when it comes to selfishness. But we never know when we're going to have to pay up. But yes, and also as a result of you being retaining the retention of, your sovereign sexual sacral and root energy, you're going to be seeing, as if it was magic, you're going to be seeing, the proper reestablishment of your foundations in the 3D, in the earth. The heavens said, I would that your outsides match who I made you to be inside. And you will be protected because, like I said, there's treaties that your bloodline is made with the light and the dark. And that is my message to you all. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much for rocking with me. If this message blessed you, please click the notification bell. Like, comment, subscribe. Also follow me, you guys, on Facebook. I'm Alicia Williams parentheses Tiana Foot on Facebook. I do have a TikTok. Also, my TikTok is Golden Beauty 84. If you would like to bless me and my children's for the holidays, okay, you can send me a little Cash App donation. That is $ Tiana Foot 444. You guys. Until next time. Hotepu.